TTG's been with us since our very beginning.
They have been with us since the beginning.
We'd really like to say thank you to TTG and
Lures and Ryan. Ryan, personally, he's a good guy. Ryan, if you're listening, if you're not listening yet, start listening. But yeah, no, definitely. Great company, great dude, great baits. So can't complain about that at all. And on a different note, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas?
We are 2 weeks away from Christmas.
Which means we are,
did you look at a calendar for that?
Yeah, no.
No, you just went off of memory?
I could tell by the way the sun and the way the earth is tilted and everything, and the rotation. I could feel it.
Yeah. Well, Tommy is in one with nature.
I am.
You're in touch.
Yeah, I am. I'm the type of guy that can go out there and throw like sand into the air and tell you, winter's going to be 2 weeks longer, 2 months longer, whatever. I
can like tell. That. Especially with your antlers.
Yes.
I can tell that you, I don't know, how long did it take you to grow those out? There's no velvet on them, so you're a full-grown buck. You just have small antlers.
Yeah, no.
Not everybody is blessed with big antlers.
Not everybody,
So it's okay that you have small antlers.
It's not the size of the antler.
Exactly where I was going with it.
It's not the size of the antler, dude. It's the strut.
It's what you can do with it.
It's what you can do with them. So, all right, are we setting up the next call? Stop going that way, bro.
All right.
Talking about the size of my antlers. Whatever.
You're a full-grown buck. I was like, how could you not notice the antler? It's trying.
It's because I'm a big buck.
It's trying. It's the
antlers
cold.
Look smaller.
It's cold.
That's right.
The last few Saturdays, I have come dressed in some form just for a laugh. I had pajama bottoms on once, and
today you just showed up in the whole ensemble.
Today I have what is this? It's not a Santa thing, but I'm wearing snowman PJs.
Yeah, you just showed up got up
but
out of bed.
I did influence you just a little bit. You came in with a with a hat with antlers.
That's right.
It's festive.
Well, we're getting closer to the Christmas season, and I know we're getting closer to doing our big giveaway at the end of the month. So I just I wanted to get into the Christmas spirit, I guess you can say.
I like how you transitioned into that. You just were so smooth about let's insert talking about a giveaway. I know that the box was put in front of you, so it was on your mind.
Yeah, it was.
Because when they put it, when I saw you looking at it, but I just want to let you know that the transition into that story was a good one.
See,
because we were talking about your ensemble, your attire.
Yes. So for those of you listening, we decided to get a little, be a little festive today. I've got a nice little hat on, my Outsider Tackle Box Christmas hat, and I've got antlers. So yeah, if you guys are paying attention and watch the YouTube and everything, you'll see it. It's not pretty. I'm like Santa's ninth reindeer, fatty.
Well, I think they wouldn't need any more reindeer if we were part of that group.
They would need more to hold me up.
Anybody else to pull this sleigh? And I think Santa would probably say, you know what? I think we might have some, maybe not be able to fly.
He's going to trade the 8 reindeer in for the big fat buffalo.
The picture alone of that size reindeer.
Nobody ever seen Santa. He's like, oh, there he is, flying through the air with his one giant buffalo, pulling his sled. But no, they would need more reindeer to hold me up. Because let's be honest, you know this better than anybody. I would probably do half the work.
That is true. That's the other reindeer. You got it right this time. You do very little.
They're like, all the other reindeer are like, dude, this guy's not pulling his weight. He's just adding more.
All right, so we have Riley done. His dad sent in a photo, and Riley wanted to be on the show, so we are happy to have him.
Absolutely.
He is a fisher kid and the next generation of fishing. We'd love to hear. And so we're going to call him up. He is scheduled for right now. So we're going to stop Tommy in his talking tracks.
Absolutely.
Because they're big tracks and they're heavy.
They're big tracks.
And we need to get on
Bigfoot
schedule.
ain't got nothing on me.
All right, so when you're ready, Tommy, let's
give Riley
give him
a call.
some
Let's
music.
give him the, let's do a little video break dance.
Okay, break dance. Here
ready?
we go.
Dance break.
Calling Riley.
Send in a comment and let this fool know that I'm pretty amazing.
Okay.
Say that chubby dude.
You actually have been recognized and not me.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little jealous about that.
This face.
You are recognizable, and I kind of just blend in.
They're like, yeah, look at that boulder with a face on it.
They're like,
That's
hey,
Tommy.
you must be Tommy, or where do I know you from?
That's true. That's true. They're like, wow, who's that chubby dude? No, you're Tommy from Outsider Tackle Box.
Yeah, I mean, that must have felt pretty good when somebody actually said that, right?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. But, I've been noticed, usually while eating, I've been, like, at restaurants and stuff, and people are like, hey, aren't you that guy? And I'm like, what gave it away, the burger? But,
do you have a food show? I feel like you have a food show.
I should have a food show.
All right, so
I could be like the Swedish chef from the Muppets and be like, "Hermager," and like start flipping fish around, pretending I know what I'm doing. Back when me and Felix used to work together, he was my boss.
Yes.
And he used to tell me every night, Tommy, just be productive. That was all he would tell. That was all he requested of me, which still he didn't get much. But, and I used to flat out tell people all the time. I was like, look, when I was training people, I would be like, look, there's the right way, and then there's the Tommy way, and they would just everybody selected the Tommy way after they figured it out. But
so basically, what you're saying is, well, I hear two things here. I need to tell you to be productive, but not to expect productivity.
Yeah, just.
And to not let you train anyone.
Well, yeah, you don't want me training anybody. That's a given.
Because you're gonna say, don't do all kinds of things.
No,
like
you're gonna
fill in the blank. It's going to be like so much of.
You're gonna get it done. It's just not in great detail. It's like little bits.
No, here's a sentence. Don't do a whole lot because Paul will do it or somebody else will do it.
No, that's not it at all. It's. If you set your expectations low and I exceed those expectations, you're shocked. Everybody wins.
Yeah.
See?
That's a good tactic to have.
Yeah, see? If you set your expectations low and you're like, whoa, Tom was on the ball right now. I'm pretty proud of that guy. See, if you expect the world from me, you ain't going to get it.
And that, I think that, it kind of spills over to your, I heard you, I was going to say parenting style, only because I heard you say this to your son. You said, don't run so fast, because if your baseline is slow.
I did say that.
Yeah, I remember the story. I couldn't believe myself. You're like, you know what? Just run real slow the first time, and that way the next time when they're timing you, you're going to beat it. I was like, that is such great fatherly advice, Tommy. Sometimes I wish I have a recorder on you.
Am I wrong, though?
We should mic you up during the week.
Oh, no, that would be bad.
Are you wrong? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't think I'm wrong at all.
It's out here. And for PE, people get graded based on the time that they run. Our kids.
Yeah.
It's a baseline. Everybody has to fit the baseline. It's not their individual baseline. It's not like their first time running is 7 minutes. They have to beat it. No.
They have to.
Every kid in a certain age group has to run a certain time. So what you were telling him wasn't really.
No, it was beat the time, but don't run it give your all to it, and then the next time you run it,
let's get back to the radio show and podcast. We don't want to talk about school.
It's like a bowling handicap.
Everybody has their foibles.
Flables?
Foibles. It's a big word, I know. Sorry.
That's a fun word to say.
It was in my head. I don't want to translate the word.
No, don't translate the word.
It was just in my head.
Next time you should keep it there.
It's we all have our
Labels.
things that we could do
That
better
just sounds
at.
that just sounds like a fun word.
It is a fun word. Well, you got to use portage.
Portage.
So I used a word that I wouldn't normally use ever.
I'm gonna tell somebody. Do
with
you
my-
mind if I portage in front of you?
With my friends, and I don't know if I want to be around people who talk like that. Foibles and
Flables. I just can't say that word without laughing. Flable.
although at one point I had to, it was fun, but I can't keep it up that long. There was an episode from Old School where Will Ferrell is doing the competition. He's doing the debate.
Mm-hmm.
And he wakes up from the debate and he's like, I blacked out. What happened?
Yeah,
that's how I am. Like I could put on the show for,
That's how actually I
just
feel
black
every
out.
Saturday morning. I wake up at about 10 o'clock in the morning over here, our time, 3 hours after the show started, and I'm like, oh, I blacked out. What happened? Then I see it later on YouTube, and I'm like, I said what?
I actually sounded decent.
I said flables.